Hey guys, so I'm back here with another video for this series I'm doing. Again, shout out to Zaranyzerak for the inspiration when he did his 2018 one, which I'm sure he's looking back at now and thinking, man, I gotta probably update that again when he gets the opportunity. But I wanted to start off by showing you some things I forgot to mention in the anime video, and this does kind of relate to both of them. And basically here in the anime, and you'll probably see some of these videos again later, but here in the anime we have, right here, we have Cowboy Bebop, the complete series on Blu-ray. We have that, and we have, as I put that back here, we have the collector's edition, not steelbook, but, you know, collector's edition of Akira on 4K, if I can get it out here. So yeah, we have Akira on 4K right here. So yeah, it's a three disc set actually. It's the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the DVD. No, actually it's two Blu-rays, one 4K and two Blu-rays, if you will. One has, I think, some bonus features. And you think, yeah, it's this one right here. This has the bonus features right here, this one. So it's the 4K edition with two Blu-rays, one of the Blu-rays being the special features, the basically behind the scenes, history and all that. And then this of course shows you what's on there. It was digital, so I wasn't able to get it digitally. I don't know why. I had to figure out a way to get it. But yeah, there's Akira, and it did come with a nice little booklet here and everything. As you can tell, it came with a nice little booklet and all that, so that's pretty cool. And everything, nice little booklet from back to cover. So it was really nice to get that. I don't know if Zaranyzerak, if he's watching, as I try to put this back here. If he's watching this, I don't know if he's got this yet or not, but it's definitely worth having in the collection, if you will, as I try to adjust the stickiness here on the thing, so it's a little bit more straighter, but what are you going to do? But yeah, there's Akira, nice little book right there, and everything, as we put it back here, so I can show you the 4K edition of Ghost in the Shell. And this did have a digital version I could use the code for to download on. So yes, the Ghost in the Shell on 4K. So I have it on DVD and I have it on Blu-ray and 4K. So there's the Blu-ray, there's the 4K as well. That's pretty cool. And it's a Lion-Gate, it's a code from Lion-Gates, and that means basically you have to choose between the people, or between the distributors, the services you want to use and everything to watch it digitally. So there you go right there. Cowboy Bebop, Akira, and Ghost in the Shell. Then over here we have Sonic X. And for a second we have both. Sonic X, the English edition. I think this is it's the English edition on 78 episodes. This is part of Discotek's SD on BD, which is short for Standard Definition on Blu-ray series. What they do is they take a lot of anime and a lot of 80 cartoons that they get the license to, and they basically decide, hey, we're going to, convert them from DVD to Blu-ray, but not convert them to where a high definition and all that, although they probably could. They decide, let's just convert basically the SDs over from one format to another, and that's what they've done here with Sonic X and everything. As I try to open this up, hold on for a second, guys. As my camera falls, I do apologize for that. Try to get it right there. It's a nice little slip cover and everything. And then on the inside, And it's basically the back's the same as the slips. The cover, it's nothing different. And then on the inside, you got 2 discs. You got disc 1 with episodes, and you got disc 2. So basically, this has got the 1 to 52 or something like that, and then the rest here as well. This is basically all 78. I think it was 78 episodes, right? Yeah, 78 episodes on two sets and everything. And I can tell you this definitely saves on space and everything, because I recorded all of Sonic X onto DVD back in the day, and then there's that nice little promotional poster they put out when it first came out as a back cover. But like I said, I recorded Sonic X back in the day through my DVD plus my DVD recorder. Whether it was the I forgot to put one back in. Whether it was the Apex recorder or the ILO. Basically, I recorded all of Sonic X onto I think it was a 6 or 10 disc set. I gotta go back and look. I think it may have been 10. I'm not really sure. But they were all at 6 hours or so. So basically, being at 6 hours, that only gave you a certain amount of time. So you look at 22 minutes, 22 minutes, 22 minutes, and everything. So it does kind of go up a little bit. Like basically, 22, like 322s on hour, like 322s on hour, 622s is 2 hours. 12, 9 is 3, 12 is 4, and 15, is essentially 5, and and all that. So you get about 15 episodes each on those. So you can realize that 15 and the 15 is 30. That's 2 discs. Then 3 is 35. Then 3 is 45. Then 4, is 60. And then 5 is like 75, and all that, 76, depending on how you record it. So yeah, it takes about more discs than what this is. So they took basically what is essentially, and they do this for a lot of series that have this amount of episodes, if not more, and they take what would take you or them on DVD wise about 4, maybe 5 discs, and they compress them down to Blu-rays. So that's the English version. And then I have the Japanese version right here. And these were sent to me courtesy of, Frank Hill. And you could tell here that the cover is a little bit more different than the slipcover, if you will, because it's the Japanese version. But the back is pretty much the same. But the cover, is different from, the Japanese version. This is the Japanese cover, and the slipcover are different for some reason. I think the only one that's pretty much the same, the only one pretty much the same is the English version right here. But yeah, this is the Japanese version. And as you can tell, on the inside, we have again 2 discs. You got the first, I think, 52 here, and then the rest here. And what makes this interesting as well is you don't have to actually go with this side or go with this cover. You know that? You can actually flip it over, if you will, and you could have the slip cover as the cover on the case. So if you want to you want them to match, you can flip this over and it will match the case. But if not, you could just have it, as is. So it's a little different, a little bit more of a flavor of the month, if you will. And again, the difference with this one though is, well, not again, but basically the difference, I should say, with this is inside here, the insert, if you will, the back of the cover, if you will, the back of the cover. As I open this again for you, the back of the cover is basically the poster. It's basically the poster here that was promoted for the series. So that wouldn't make any sense to flip that over to that. But yeah, these were sent to me by Frank Hill about a couple years ago. when it was announced they were doing these. And he also sent me some other Sonic stuff. We'll get into that later in some of the future ones. But yeah, he sent me. Sorry about that. But yeah, he sent me some of those not that long ago, so that was pretty cool of him. And then to round out the anime, the more anime. Like I said earlier, this is Rock and Roll. I have Rock and Roll right here. This is Rock and Roll. I have that on Blu-Ray, which is pretty cool. And then I have Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. I have the complete series on that. Got that from Walmart. And one of those discs has the episode where you have that scene where the major is asked by, basically, I guess, like a little sibling to her, you know, about, you know, that she's asked about, can you do, sex and all that, and then the major, I think, just being a little playful and all that, says, you want to find out, and he's like, maybe another time. So it's kind of, so yeah, one of the episodes is on there. I got to find which one it is. But then, of course, Transformer-wise, I have the animes of Headmaster, Super God Force, and Victory, which follow after the Gen G1 series as well. And then, of course, like I said, I got Go Lion Collection 1 and 2 right there. But anyway, though, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. And until next time, talk to y'all later.